Respect. Respect being more than a number, being actually treated as a human being. Of course, they will dehumanize themselves in reality when they seek to do that to you. Who gives them the right to create groups who they legitimize to walk upon? If in my dealings with the system, I cannot be treated with respect, how can that carry on into any other aspects or fields of human endeavour? I should willingly sacrifice my soul to be crushed? No, this is a test case. This is the start to make the system treat me with respect. Then we follow through into other areas. In my dealings with human enterprise, I am excluded and harassed and intimidated. I can live with that if there is acknowledgement of it and there is alternatives for those of us who want to live in a civilized way. So it is a four-legged stool. First they exclude you and invoke legality to do so, and here legality is they have the power and you don't. Then secondly, you are not welcome. They have the numbers game. Fear and peer pressure are the bane of humanity and the driver of the crowd, the lowest common denominator and the real criminal mafia known as a society. Thirdly, I don't belong. I cannot be a member of a club based on hate and hurt and being masked by bonhomie. And fourthly, the most critical part of the leg, leaving no one behind. This is what marks out anyone worthy to walk this fair green world. There is no room for all right jacks. In other words, even if I benefit through a network that will stick with me, not provisionally for now, but for as long as I draw breath, we must always think of others. For I am the other. This is not space. People should hear you scream. How to make a network or networks of different stripes that think of others but create mutuality to enforce respect and a space to live in consensual peace. Of course, enforcing respect is enforcing fear. But these people only understand fear. You reason with them with a hidden or phony stick at your disposal, the stick being metaphorical. Again, do not direct me to the private charities. Because they are a private institute, they don't have to adhere to rules and fair practice and explain their motives. They can and will discriminate unfairly and be unaccountable. They have an entitlement to play God. They have access to the most vulnerable. It is a huge monumental step to ask for help and just surrender your independence. The people asking for help are in a psychological nightmare to begin with. Then there are others who ask for help who do not care for their spouse nor children. In fact, they don't care for anyone, and their price is cheap. It really means charities that care for the vulnerable like this will attract the most unsavoury to volunteer and work for them. And these kind of people will take control and alienate those who think of others and believe in fairness. Give charities like the Vincent de Paul nothing. So pass the word on, reshare, drum up support, join, organise, put the head above the parapet, much appreciated. Thank you.